Yo, what's going on? How y'all doing, man? It's your boy Rico. It is 7 o'clock. It is Friday, so you know what that means. It's time for the cross. And today I'm going to do the show a little different. I'm going to be talking about the top 3 sins that I keep on committing and that I need your help and your prayer for. And so with that, let's go ahead and hop right into it. It's time for the cross, baby. All right, so I just realized I did my entire intro on mute. So listen, I'm in the middle of moving right now, and I have absolutely nothing in my house. That's why I'm using the green screen, and I'm in this fake sound quality is not going to be as good as normal, and I had it on mute, so I forgot. And on top of that, as you can tell, I'm here by myself today. So Dave is Allie is celebrating her anniversary, so she's traveling from Cancun, and then Jel just took the break for the week as well. But I figured the show must go on. I figured this would give me a chance if y'all are chatting, so that way I can actually do shout outs. I can actually also ask for help on a topic that I need help on for prayer on a different things, and so if you're watching and you're in the chat, go ahead and do me a favor and let me know, what are you currently working on? What's an area of improvement that you need to kind of fix up and get right and that kind of stuff. And so we're going to have a good show today. But yeah, we're going to hop right into it so that way I don't take up too much of y'all time. I can get back to cleaning up my house and getting ready for this move. We actually move, we get into the lodging on Sunday, and then on Tuesday we check out, and then we're going to be headed down to Arizona. Then we headed to Texas. Oh, what's going on? I'm starting to see some chats come in. Let me say what's up before we get started on the show. Guys, if you're watching it on the replay, you can kind of skip past all the preliminaries and hop right into the 3 areas that I need work on. But first and foremost, coffee and talk. Yeah, see, a new setup. I haven't even had time to set up my comments, so let's see if we can get this looking halfway decent. All right, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Matter of fact, I just throw it right there for now. All right, Restoring Broken Women, thank you for checking in. See, look, everything's gonna be off now. Let me try to see if I can fix it live. Boom, there we go. Greetings, Cross. I pray you are all well. I pray that the show is exceptional and life changing. Yep, yeah, it's just me today. So the rest of the crew took the week off, and so it's good because it's some stuff that I kind of wanted to talk about, stuff I want to get off my chest, and I'm going to do it in a format of the cross show, so we can still do that. What's up, Sean? I see you. Thank you for checking in with me. All right, I don't know why people's comments are coming in completely different. I guess maybe the size. I don't know. But anyhow, we're about to go ahead and get ready. What's up, Pops? How you doing, Carrie? Thank you for checking in as well. All right, let's go ahead and hop right into the show today. All right, so let's see if my scene is set up properly, which I don't believe it is, but let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so first and foremost, we kind of already did the prayers. And so, like I said, I got 3 areas that I want to, work on. And the first one is, hey, Lori, how I'm moving is exciting. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. All right, so the first thing before we kind of hop into my 3 areas that I need improvement on is that we're going to do the devotional, and it's all about James 5 13 through 16. And in that verse it says the following: is anyone among you suffering? Let him pray. Is anyone cheerful? Let him sing praise. Is anyone among you sick? Let him call for the elders of the church and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord. And the prayer of faith will save the one who is sick, and the Lord will raise him up. And if he has committed sins, he will be forgiven. Therefore, confess your sins to one another, pray for one another, that you may be healed. The prayer of a righteous person has great power as it's working. And so that is what we're doing today. All right, that's what we're talking about. Lori said moving is exciting. My man, I believe that's John who coffee and tech, but say he just moved 5 months ago, And then worry, patience, closer relationship with God. Also, those are the areas that Sean is working on. Yeah, we'll be praying for that, Sean. At the end of the show, we'll kind of pray and just talk about it. But again, I got these 3 areas I need to work on. James 5 tells us that if we confess our sins to one another, pray for one another, that we may be healed. All right, and so that is what I'm asking for today. So let's not play around anymore. I'm gonna hop right into it. I really wish I set up my scene to where you can see my camera. Matter of fact, you know what we can probably do? Let's go back to that scene. No, that's my iPad scene. That's for later. All right, we're gonna come back to this scene and then I'll add like a little pip in here. Let's see. Y'all gonna get to see the sausage making in the background or whatever. But let me add that. Grab this guy. See my green screen in the back? I'm in a completely empty house right now, y'all. Let's go here. Let's bring it out the way. Matter of fact, we'll turn it to a circle. Y'all get to see kind of the stuff I do in the background. I just forgot to do that this time. All right, so there I am in my green screen, and then I can just simply go in and change the game. So let me change the stuff up real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have had this done earlier. But, hey, I'm in the middle. This is what happens when you go mobile. All right, there we go. Boom. All right, so now we got that guy up. Let's hop right into the very first. What's up, Malin? How you doing? Thank you for checking in. All right, so we're going to hop right into the next one. I'm going to go in reverse order, all right, y'all? So the first thing that the sin that I just keep committing, the sin that I keep messing up on is fear, all right? And so with fear, the reason why I've been dealing with fear really is not necessarily like I'm scared or something, or I'm looking at scary movies, or I'm afraid of bullies, or whatever the case may be. The first one is, that's John. What's up, John? What's up, Uncle Ron? I see you in the house as well. Appreciate you checking in. But yeah, the first area I need prayer on is dealing with fear, y'all. And I'll be honest, on this one, I have been kind of getting over because God has been coming through for me. But the areas of fear that I've been kind of dealing with is like fear of like where we're going to live when we move. So like right now, we're in the middle of trying to figure out what house we're going to get, whether we're going to buy the house or whether we're going to live on base. If we live on base, they don't have a garage. So now we got a whole bunch of stuff in our garage. We're trying to figure out where to put that. Fear of the new job coming up. Just really just kind of anxious thoughts of like how I'm going to be able to handle the stuff I need to handle. And to be honest, this one made 3. It's kind of lower on the list because God has been showing out for me the last year. He has been taking care of me. Things that I was worried about, He showed me I didn't have to be worried about them. But that fear every now and then, it still kind of creeps in. And so we can see here, if I move myself out the way, God Himself says, have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be frightened, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So I use that to encourage me, and I want to put that out there to encourage somebody else as well. Lord said, I'm working on accepting uncertainty too. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just that fear of the unknown or whatever, But see, it says, for God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Therefore, don't be ashamed of the testimony about the Lord, nor of me, His prisoners, but share in suffering for the gospel by the power of God. And so, so I just kind of try to keep reminding myself about that, reminding myself that God's going to take care of me, that He didn't give me a spirit of fear. I need to be bold. I need to be courageous. And just really, I just need to have faith and trust Him. Because when you're afraid, you're basically putting your faith in the wrong thing. And so I want to try to put my faith in the right thing. So pray for me on that. But that is a sin that kind of keeps reoccurring. All right. Now, let's see if I can do this properly when we can get to the next one. All right, number 2. All right, so this one right here, man, I purposely put these cookies on here because when it comes to chocolate chip cookies, I cannot stop. And so the second area that I need help on, the area I need prayer on is gluttony, to be honest. And so, interesting enough, I actually was doing some studying on gluttony. Like, God has been really convicting me. Matter of fact, this particular risk came from a question that Christians asked on social media. They said, I'm becoming more and more convicted of my sin of gluttony. How come this sin isn't talked much about? How come this is an acceptable sin? And so, to be completely honest, we do see that in the church or whatever, that people will bring up all these other sins and all these other areas that people are doing wrong, but then somebody may completely just be overeating or addicted to food or glutton or whatever. But I actually came across this article, right? And the article kind of had a different stance on gluttony, actually. And so I want to pull that up for you all and kind of talk about it, and then I'm gonna share why I feel like it's definitely a sin for me that I need help on or whatever. But it goes here. It says, all right. So basically, he talks about how. And my iPad is on screen, y'all, so y'all gotta forgive me for looking to the side. But it says the Bible mentioned gluttony a total of 4 times, and then he goes on to say not as much as you think, right? Considering the emphasis of gluttony by past church leaders, so he kind of talks about the church leaders or whatever, and say how how they make it like a deadly sin, but ironically, it's not one of the deadly sins that's not in the Bible. And then he talks about what gluttony actually means. And he said the Hebrew word translated gluttony literally means to be worthless, vile, to make light of, to be lavish, and to squander. And so basically, in a nutshell, what this guy's trying to say in this particular article is that we may look at somebody who's overweight and assume that they're a glutton. We may look at somebody who struggling, who just eats a lot and overeats and overindulges and call that gluttony. But he argues that that's not actually what gluttony is, and he says that gluttony is actually more of a heart posture. It's more of and to a certain extent, I agree with what he's saying here, but